Hi, today I would like to show you how I draw the character design. It is gonna be creature like alien cyberpunk. That's what I'm thinking. So I start with the silhouette, but I use the soft brush, airbrush, and why I start the sketch like this? Well, it is from when I was younger, when I was a kid. Looking at the sky, looking at the clouds, and you know what? It's helped me a lot to imagine to anything that I could imagine or thinking of. Like sometimes I'm looking at crowd like a dog, horse, chief, human face, crocodile, dinosaur. Yes, it's mostly looking to the sky when I have no idea or I want to have some special idea. That's tip. That's tip for me. So yes, that's why my sketch looks very different to the other artists. Okay, right now you can see some shape of the body and legs and arms, and I use the selection to make a sharper shape. So, and some parties I use the rubber to shape the silhouette to make it more like a realistic structure. And but basically you have to study anatomy, human anatomy and animal anatomy. Yeah, you have to practice a lot to help you to do this kind of the stuff, because every time you draw, you put every stroke, you have to thinking about all the muscle, like arm muscles, legs muscles. Exactly. Okay, I have to still find pose, still find the movements of the character. What's he gonna do on these scenes? So look like he's moving forward, looking for the enemy, target, whatever. Just lean forward. Okay. Yes. So sometimes I'm too hurry to draw it my strokes too quick, and then is it fails because I'm too fast to try to push myself to draw out of something, but I could not concentrate enough. Like you cannot focus to draw. That's why you have to like not too fast. Slow is okay if it can make your goal is success. You need to slow down a little bit to think before you draw. I'm thinking before I draw. Just a second, millisecond. I have to think what I'm gonna draw. I just not just draw boom boom boom. Yes, I tried. I have tried many times, but it's not work. So I have to sometimes if I have that time I have a lot of energies and I already have many ideas. I'm very clear with my ideas, so I can go faster. But if you don't, so I think the slower your stroke and think before you draw a little bit just then your work is gonna be better. Okay, so since I have the structure that I want, so I gonna start to continue to the next step, next part. So I focus on the head. I decide to put the robot head on this creature. Alright. See. It's the design sometimes is depend on composition too. You know, the function is after that. I need to the character looks perfect composition. Right. So that's why I need to have this part come out to make the characters most balanced. You know. Right. So and then during your drawing, for me, I setting the lighting too, not just the shape and form. I'm thinking about the lighting, where it's coming from, and how it's impact to the character, how the effect to different material. Right here, I'm working on the armor part, metal part. So it's gonna be more shiny and darker with the under part. So different with the skin, you know. The skin part, the lighting is different, you know, because skin is more organic, soft, and the blood and you know, meat, muscle, anything is affect differently with the metal part. Metal need to be like strong and shiny sometimes, and you know, the shape is more sharp. You know, that's make the elements even more realistic. So you have to confidence when you draw. Sometimes you need to like, if you're not too confident, you're newbie, you're just a beginner. Sometimes you have to set your mind to be like, okay, I'm professional. I can do this amazing thing. I can do cool thing. So I can do that. Just believe in yourself first and try to keep going. Keep going. If you have the scary mind, you know, you can be failed on that painting. You know, your mentality, you need to set it first. You know, I can make it cool. I don't think it's my I don't care if it's a wrong painting or it's a wrong. I gonna make it wrong. So just confident. You act like a pro and draw like a confident. Every stroke you have to touch and you know, just keep doing, and you will find good results for some part and learning about that part. Okay, the not success part, maybe you don't worry about it. come out much. That thing too much, Just okay. If you draw and you can see, wow, this is very beautiful. You keep it and try to remember that technique. Yes, and keep going, keep it, and improve it later next time. So that's what I'm doing during I'm working. So well, the alien, the creature, and robot, actually, they are my favorite thing stuff for work. Right now and in currently draw a lot with female fantasy things, and yes, but my favorite actually is alien and creature robot, because yes, because okay, so I think I'm seeing something with my painting right now. Okay, so you can see something, the hand right here. So I making from the sketch. I call it like the cloud sketch. Make the cloud to silhouette and draw and imagine to and thinking about, and then it's come out with something. So this painting I start with a black and white to find the shapes, the structure, and lighting, volume. So I think this is very fun part after I clearly what my character looks like, because I'm not struggle anymore with the crowd sketch. So I continue to the next process. So if I spend time a lot and like 50 hours, I think is gonna be looks very very realistic, very very awesome detail. I'm gonna put small details. Well, I think even more fun, but I take a lot of the energy. Sometimes I draw like 24 hours non-stop. Just take some food and go to restroom, but mostly drawing. If I'm super concentrated, with I have a lot of energy. So if I think that painting looks very awesome and I very get into it, I will not stop. I think many artists also the same. If you have time, you have energy, you have very good feeling with that painting. You don't want to stop. If you don't have other thing to do, you don't want to stop. You just keep going as you can. Well, and after finish you have to rest about 2 or 3 days to recover yourself. You're healthy, so don't do this often. Well, I I study with myself. I don't have the school to learn about digital painting. You know, I just try to go to the internet and looking up to the reference what I like the most, and I try to, let's say, deconstruct how to and what possible that I can do the same techniques with the master artist. Like a picture, I need this brush, and how to paint the skin, and realistic skin. So study a lot by myself from internet. So it's very enjoying. Yes, to be successful, you have to spend time a lot to be like a professional. To have the quality that as the professional do. You have to keep practice, learning, checking, and to get that the same quality as them. So I draw with a big screen. That's why I don't zoom out or zoom in. So and the work not too crazy detailed. I don't need to zoom in or zoom out. So I'm just make it flow, and I'm and the character is my freedom to design. So I don't need to care about much about what can I use for the video games or the movie that much. So I just draw what I feel, draw what I want to do. Yes. When I super focus on the painting, I don't listen to the music, don't listen to anything. I just listen to myself and focus on the picture in front of you in the monitor. It's best way to do it. I used to work with the Chinese artist. He is it's a big artist too, but that time I was his assistant. So he has a rule. The rule is cannot listen to music while you're working. That's crazy for me. That I'm not make sense on that. The reason he said is he wants me to focus just on the work. So I'm working in the small rooms, one window, work about 12 hours at least per day. That's very crazy, and practice a lot of from this guy. Very crazy. Yes. For make it more realistic, you have to make it more 3D. You need to put more volumes and contrast to make every part pop up, and you can see the shape more clear. Yeah, some parts you need very sharp, so you need to use some tool to help you make it. So this process just going to more detail and details what you want to put on the characters, clothes, armor, and you know. Yes. It's very enjoying process, you know. You just uh, enjoy to draw uh, every part with the lighting, with the shadow, just that. Just that. The shaking. Some detail you have to actually focus on, like you know, you cannot like 100% detail on everywhere, you know. it's it's make uncomfortable for the eye. You some part you need to like a blur, like a, you know, like a like a, the part that the eye cannot like focus, like no need to focus. You don't need to like a super detail on that. Just the most important part, like a face, like um, the part that in the front. That's what I'm thinking. I'm still adjust the shape of the body. So I think I have to make the pants for him. So right now I'm working on like freelance artist. So I'm stay at the home at my house alone. So I don't have like a artist community here. Just maybe just online only. In real life, no one close to me, close to my town. So it's sometimes it's very alone that you know you just work like this only one. It's gonna take a while to make it better details because you know you have to focus and you have to train about your concentrate your mentality to sitting on the works your workspace for many hours, look at the monitor, draw. You have to find a good chair for yourself to not make your back is hurt or injured in the future. It's very important. I think and the inspiration, if talking with the idea and inspiration, sometimes from mostly from the movie too. You know, when you watch like a Star Wars, like a Predator, maybe space movie. I think, and you excited with it. I think you're gonna be that person who can do good with this kind of the concept, with this kind of the like concept artist. I think for sure if you like it. Most of my friends they not do like me concept art like draw alien something like that. Most of my friends draw manga, draw like anime style because Asian like to watch anime. They want cute thing. For me, I want and when I see the insect, when I see the lizard, when I see um, crocodile, this, I see the eagle, all of those stuff, they have special weapon with themselves, you know, and functional and very helpful for them to survive in this world to hunt, to survive, to keep them alive in this world. So living is not easy. As I realize. Every time when I draw the thing like a creature, I always give them some weapon to protect themselves, to attack the enemy. Like a horn, sharp, stings, blade, whatever. Make it special and that's similar to the human. Human for me don't have any extra special weapon for themselves, but they have big brain. That's why they can create very dangerous weapon than any animals. Well, I think right now is 60 or 20% for the black and white process. I just detail it, step by step. Not to hurry. Just make sure it looks good when the final work. If you practice a lot, if you have many hours on the painting, like hours, 1,000 hours, I think you can draw by no need the photo reference. You just draw whatever you want. So you can make decision easily, and you can still controls and look reasonable for every part you draw. So practice is very important too. But for the best work, you need to have some preference. Yes, many people ask me about how I draw. So I gotta tell them. Mostly, I tell them you need to study from the reference and make it close. If you draw like muscle, you have to make it close to the real muscle. Muscle is, they have like a structure, and for the muscle, muscle is not just hot dog. When you are a beginner, sometimes you try to draw the hand, finger, but the result is banana. looks like more banana than the hand. It's very funny. Study. Only you need to study. This is the part that I forgot. I have to draw like more sharp, I need the tools again to help me to make it very, very sharp, So you need to use the tool better than use your just free hand to draw like a straight, like a box, like a circle. You need the tool to help you. Okay, for the top part of the character, should be lighter, and the under part, like a inside part, and the whole part, you need more darker on that. So I merge the layer to easier to work with the whole character at the same time, but I still keep the group layer that are still separate layers. I think right now we are close to the color process. Just checking the detail that I gonna miss. Oh, some people ask me about how I become the concept artist. Um, Actually, I used to work with the game company. That time I have zero experience with the design. I just do like I was working on traditional painting, like a oil, like a watercolor. But I I sent my portfolio to the game company, so I don't have much about concept art. So they asked me to draw some creature and robot.
to check that I can do, that I have some sense to working with them. So if I can do it or pass the test, so I can join the team, and then I can go to the company to interview if I can pass the test. And that time I draw many robots, but I'm so lucky that they asked me to for the interview. In that time I'm draw like still not good, not functional, like a draw robot. I just try to draw like a complex mechanic, but not actually work. I just feel like this is a metal part, this is an engine part, this is a. But maybe the things I have some sense, and I can improve after that. So there's I'm so lucky on that time. So when I joined the team, tons of reference that they give the process. They have such team to support me to help me about the design, about the direction, how to work, and with the team, and how to make it functional, make it right, mechanical. Because when you design something, you have to call with the 3D team, the animation department. So you have to carefully when you draw something, how they move, how the arm move. Yes, when even harder if you're working on the bigger scale, like a draw like a dinosaur scale, closest, very giant thing. So you have to carefully because you have to thinking about the physicals and mechanical to work together and not to string. You have to make it look natural. That's why. So it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to spend time a lot on that knowledge to get that knowledge. And normally I have to read a lot about when I get the brief. So art director gives you brief. You have to read it carefully, and you have to show your idea and make it work and follow the same direction as the director wants. So it's as a team. And like the first test I remember when I joined the team, so they gave me about the design, the creature mix between bear and lizard. It's very fun. I think I know that I gonna based on bear skills, and I put the lizard skin on that, and I make the tail like a lizard, but the body is big as bear, and the claws and more longer, and the teeth longer than usual to make it dangerous. That's very fun. And what else? But you even better if you can draw wells. If you don't have any skills, you're gonna create looks like the funny thing and cartoon and it's not success. You will not success. You can draw but not good enough to support that concept. I think it's gonna be fail for sure. Yes, that's why you have to practice a lot about drawing skill to make you look more like you know more like pros, more like realistic. You know, realistic is very important. Even you draw cartoon, anything, you still thinking about realistic. You know, is it is very important. So right now, I think I try whatever brush to make a little bit mechanical. So I put on the part of the metal right now. So. Yes, metal, and it's not. Sometimes I don't want it to brand new, so I make some texture that show they already from the battle, so they have some texture. Okay, right now I'm moving to color process. I think I use the overlay one to put that on top. So I just spray on the skin part. Okay, to separate between armor, clothes, anything. Yes, and yes, I can play and I can put the color. I use the orange to make the skin like more outstanding and dangerous. It's a creature. Normally the creature mostly the skin, the outside skin should be darker like a frog. You can see the under skin is not much color because the outside skin that shows how dangerous you are. That's why we put the outside skin more color. You can use red, green, blue, whatever. I think is a natural sense. You have that sense. You have to study about it. I still have more layers to rendering to make it more detailed in the color. But when you draw the color, you have to still thinking about the lighting. In the dark part, you have to be darker tone. Okay. The muscle is very enjoyed to draw for me. And when you draw in the detail, you can draw like small muscles and show up and with some lighting is even more realistic. It's very enjoy to see what you're thinking in yours imagine and is coming in realistic. That's why this job is dream job sometimes, you know. For me it's dream job when you draw, and some people and the studio, the company want it in the game. And when you play the game, you see your character moving and using in the games. You know, it feels very proud. I put some texture to make it uh, more interesting, more impact to the eye. So I try to put some dots on the top of skin. But in the color, you know, light color and shadow color. In the shadow, you still have the color, you know, this it's more like if you put a warm color on the light, for me, in the shadow color should be more like a cool color. Cooler is more like a blue, green, something like that to make it contrast, you know, and makes more like a colorful, makes more realistic and the right effects for the color, light tone. I don't use so many brush in this painting. Just airbrush and some texture brush and oil painting brush. Because the results gonna look like a pure painting, like a oil painting something. That's I think it looks very good for me. It's depend on you to do what you like. You working on that process and that step. You know, if you think is if you like the results, if you think it's fast for you, if you think is you enjoy with that, keep that technique. I think. When you change the technique all the time, you know your work is have no style because you change too many. When the people look at your art, it looks still you still fighting yourself. You have to choose once and improve that practice, and I think it's better way, and you will not complicate. And if you have so many techniques, you it's good, but you will complicate. I think because you too much information for you. until now, I think in the process, I feel like these characters choose living in desert. I think. Yes, I think because the color is orange. I'm thinking about maybe desert or dust or something like a storm. That's storm. I think. So right now I can feel more like the lighting. The lighting is make it more like daytime. The sun is the above of this character, so I can do shadow now. I have to check the part of the character that and over the skin and shadow is shows. Right now it looks more alive to me. The character can have some breed. I think it looks realistic with the skin. And I can feel it's very strong on this guy. Is you have to concern if you want to fight with this guy. You have to fight strong weapon to fight to him. Fight with him. And about the design, I put like a robot helmet robot part on the top of his head. I think it's make it more like when the soldier it can combat soldier but controlled by maybe human or like you can think about you create this creature and improve it to the battle that you can control. So you have to put electric, you have to put a chip, you have to put the thing that can control the brain, and you can give the order to this guy to do the mission. This thing. That's why the concept are so very excited for me. It tells some story and you will excited even you don't know much about this character. When you see the design, you're already excited. What they're gonna do? Where they come from? Are they friendly? Are they dangerous? Are they? It depends on you when you decide. It very shows the option and functional in the part that you put to the character. I am the one who's very thinking to the small details. And when you can see most of the character when they going to their journeys and battle, they always wearing the same suit. And well, some suit I thinking about how they pee, how they poop. Well, it's natural. You have to think about it. You have to think about it. This is all functional. You have to careful. You have to. For me, I have to think into it. Small up hero suit, it's very difficult to wear, to put it on. I think it's sometimes it looks uncomfortable. But right now in the concept art, their design is very very functional, and they improve a lot on this time. So that's why the CG on and the game or the movies can make you feel more real, because they decide from the reals. They decide from the functional, decide from the physics. I think it's better if you study about this kind of thing, not just focus in drawing skill. You have to have this kind of knowledge. That's gonna help you a lot to be a concept artist. Alright. I still enjoy with the small detail that I think even I put some texture on the metal, on the skin, and I put the color. Not smart, because I don't want to make this guy too fantasy, because they are not shows how the beautiful nature, but they show how strong in the battle. If I put colorful, is like a green, pink, blue. It's not work for this guy. This guy is strong, hunt, fight, and I'm not forget to the color. That's what I focus on the functionals. I focus on the how it looks strong, ready to mission. Okay, even the metal part is gray, but I have to put some color, dirt color, to make it blend to the character skin. I use some like a dirt color. It's brown on the metal. sometimes I like to play with the color. I put the color on some part and I play with the layers, and I like to see how the results coming. When I play and I like the color, I think is his work is matched with the character. I think I like to play on this option. So ready? I'm ready with the lower part. It means I think it's close to the finish. Small details is also very important. Imagine if when you do character, just you have to keep imagine if it's walk, if it's move, if it's in front of you, how it's gonna look like. You have to feel to it. You have to thinking this guy is real. This one is living. To make it. You can feel how this character is gonna be. Just feel it, and you can create it better and better. It has to be the one as the character. And if you decide it's not just a drawing, you are that guy. You are that one. So that's what I'm doing, and I enjoy a lot during I working. So I'm very enjoying because I feel into that character. I want to make it alive. I want to see it and fighting. I want to see it winning the battle, and I like to think like that, and so enjoy. I remember when I became the concept artist. I'm not did good, and I think the work is not good. I have to improve fast and a lot because I don't want to out of the team. I have to show very quickly. So I'm practice a lot. I did not go anywhere, and after work I'm still practicing on the concept artwork because some people don't cannot go with the team because they are not in the standard. They not improve themselves. They improve but too slow. I think sometimes it's waste for the team. So you have to be quick to improve yourself. You have to get that standard. You have to try a lot. Yeah. Some people, how long you practice to be how how many hours, how many until you get the pros. For me, I'm not take that long because I have some basic skill from the painting. So, but I just have to put the idea into my brain much as I can. I can draw. I think I can draw because I'm study and I'm graduate from fine art faculty in the university, so I know I have some skill to draw. In concept art, I can apply. And I like it too. I like it a lot. A lot more than I think I like it more than fine art that I have studied. So concept art is, you can make it very, very crazy if you want. You don't think about the need about the concept. You don't need to think about I mean the art and concept art is different. The fine art, you're thinking about the spirituals and how to affect to the human, how to show your spirit, what is inspired from. But the concept art, you think about the design, you think about creating the new thing, creating then some new cool that you never seen before. When you just draw like a human with the tails, it's already excited, it's already excited. So it's different. I like this way. So I try to make this effort. Maybe I not find on about it. I have some texture like a rock texture something, and I create the shape of the mountain very quickly. And I practice this a lot, so I know how it's work in the results. So I make some selection to shape with the quick. So the sense of the eyes, you're still thinking it is a mountain, and I just put some rock texture on this and move, boom, it's already a rock mountain. Use like you can use whatever color tone from and make the different layers to make it far away. I think it's very simple, very easy, and yeah, yes. So, and put texture on this. Maybe some rock building, maybe some tower, castle. I'm not final with it yet, but I just want to check how it works in the scene. I put something like cloud, mist, fox to, but I'm not draw like a too clearly because it's far away. I don't want the eyes to focus on that part. I want the eye to just looking on the character. So, but I have to work on environment around to support this character. Where is the place that this character living and doing? Yes. It's very quick, and if you even don't need to use energy ones on the background, because if you have the sense of the environment, the mountain, sky, and you can use some texture and brush and working on it very fast, and then the result looks like what you close to what you think. It's just for the support the character. The, that's why the background not too like detailed, because I want to focus only the character. For the background, this can be just for atmosphere. So that's it. I think I'm still not certified yet with the background, so maybe I try to put some something. Okay, I think I want to put some glow into the character. So I'm checking with the color. Maybe green for me looks more comfortable to my eyes, so I pick the green one. I think it's cool. So far it's cool. Yes. Yes, I like it. Okay. You can see I not do much with the frame, and I not zoom in or zoom out. I just straight to just drawing, just make it like this, because my monitor is big. Alright, I think I have to flip the image to try another thing and different background. Okay. I think I want to show more app of this guy and some different port to make it more like a move forward. Let's see how it work different. Alright. Maybe I don't need pen for it. Maybe can be the skin on the lower body. Okay, and right now I think I want to show more app. Alright. Make the body, upper body longer too, because it has 4 arms. So that's makes the body less space. So I need more space for the app. So I decide to improve it and fix it. show more the stomach app. I decided to not wearing the pant, but the skin. For me, it's look even more wild. For me, I never do a different job. I just drawing for living. Right now, I'm also do NFT artwork. That's very good. It's I feel more freedom that I create what I'm thinking, what I like to do. I have a lot of freedom and make it like NFT, and some people interested and buy it. I think I really enjoy it right now. Mostly I'm working on NFT work, but I'm still do commission work. So I think I like everything that the draw. I like to draw. I'm very enjoying every time I draw. Even I'm tired, I'm still relax myself to drawing. Just drawing. I think sometimes it's boring too when when you draw something that you think not it is not beautiful for you. It's like I have to draw something like complex city. You know that like architecture or something. I'm feels I'm very struggle on that sometimes. Maybe I have to still practice more about that thing. Yes, I put the same skin as the upper body right now, so to the leg. Okay. Okay. Maybe I like the pant with the pant version, but this one also I also like it. I also like it. I think I improved on the shades to make bigger muscle on the chest part. It can it can support the arm when it swing. Maybe next time if I have chance, I want to do 100% robot. And I really want to put on a lot of fire weapons on that robot. Things it's gonna be cool. Maybe a lot of missiles, a lot of and guns, machine guns. I think it's gonna be fun. Fighting with the alien. Maybe it can be linked to this guy's story. This is inside skin. Yeah. Yes. Right now you can't finish it because you in the concept art you already have everything that uh you can see this guy ready to do the mission, like skin tone, move. I think you should be done. You can be done. If you want some more details, so just work on it. It's me. I want to check and small stuff and see the whole picture. And if I want to add something, I gonna add right now. Mostly it's finished. For me, it's finished. Just checking, just adding, adjust, process. Checking. Well, I have no reference on this one. It's 100% from my imagination. I don't know. I mean, it's easy for me if I'm thinking about the creature because I spend time with it a lot before. Can be anything. Can be anything. For me, and I am the one that like to go back to see my artwork. When I start new work, so I gotta use previous work to be like reference. Okay, so to keep the style, to check. Okay, this is my style. This is what I used. This technique to this part, so really helped me a lot to remind me about the technique that I put on the previous work, so that I can sometimes I improve in the next painting. So I'm still need to practice a lot more. I still need to learn a lot more. And when I go to the website to check the artwork, some stuff, I'm still like surprised and mind blowing for some artists that they create the cool thing. Yes, some I always enjoy to look to the talent one. It's very enjoy, very amazing, and very inspired to me too. So and very difficult to burn out for me. Not so much happened to me about burnout. I think is sometimes I'm thinking about maybe it's gift to some people seem like not practice much, but they do very well, better than me. But discipline of the artist, I think, is most important. Most important, you have to have discipline and very good habit to be the artist. So if you don't practice enough, I think you cannot living with the like artist. It's not easy job sometimes for me. When you receive some feedback from your leader, from your client, you have to be humble, listen, and open your mind. You cannot just ego, and because the thing like this, we have to work with many people. You have to listen and less ego as you can. You have to listen your partner, your team, to get into the purpose. To be success with a goal, you have to set your mindset to be the right way, because you're not alone. It's work. It's work. If you cannot change, if you don't change, so you can go to 100% artist. You can work alone. You can sell your art. You can do that. But it's not good thing. It's good thing is you have to control yourself and connect to the other people. All right, I play with a new background right now. Mostly playing with the atmosphere and like space and galaxies, the small mist. It's my favorite part when I create background. I put some more color because this guy, maybe he want to fighting in the space. Maybe his view looks more fancy with this background. Yes. All right. I think right now I create some background that more exciting for him. Yes. Maybe it look like energy storm behind him. So this means this guy can living in the serious place. This is some kind of the cloud brush stroke. Yes. It has many brush, but actually use very just less on 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, just that. not much. But in my Photoshop, I have many. Okay, I adjust some color, play it and make it more like a outstanding from background. Alright, theme is very easy to you, right? If you watch this video, you can see the whole process that I'm doing, and I think you can follow the step and how I work. And I hope you enjoy. In the background, okay, still need some layer and make to some organic landscape. I think some shapes, some light shapes, and lighting from far away. Okay, I'm putting on some planet. Make it looks more like a space movie. All right. I want some highlight color for this guy. The highlight color is very make the character even more contrast. I think it's very important. You have to try to play with it. If you know experience, I think you have to try, not just draw with the normal lights. Try if you don't have the work that you put like a this light. You have to try to practice, make the scene more interesting. Okay, I put some these two. I merge in the background and make the highlight background effects. The things right now is final. And hope you enjoy, and I hope I have the great mods in the next time. Yeah. That's the modding you want to do to adjust the color with the color balance. Alright. I think it is finished. So yeah, you can put small details in the background, more story if you want. I think to show your concept also can. Right now you can see how I do this guy from the zero, and hope you enjoy. See you next. Bye bye.